Welcome to online class. Today I am going to explain you 8th standard English poem. Poem name is For a 5-Year-Old. So this poem is written by Fleur Adcock. Let me know about the poet now. Fleur Adcock is a British citizen who was born in New Zealand in 1934. And she worked as a librarian in London. And she also edited the book, the famous book of 20th century women's poetry. So this book is edited by her. And many of her poems are about the everyday experience of a woman as a wife and a mother. So in every what the poems she has written, she is explaining the day-to-day or everyday's experience of a woman, like a mother or as a wife. The poem For a 5-Year-Old tells us about the contradictions in our dealings. And there is a difference between what we preach and what we really practice. So in this poem, For a 5-Year-Old. So here this is the poem between the mother and the son, for a 5-year-old boy. So in this poem, we'll come to know about the contradiction of the dealings. So that means the difference between what we preach for the children and what we practice. So what we say or what we preach for the children, we will not put it in the practice. So that is we are going to know in this poem. First once I will read the poem. A snail is climbing up the windowsill into your room after a night of rain. You call me in to see and I explain that it would be unkind to leave it there and it might crawl on the floor and we must take care that no one squashes it. You understand? And carry it outside with careful hand to eat a daffodil. So this is the first part. So what happened in this poem? A snail is climbing up the window sill. So the snail came in the, it was climbing the window sill. Window sill means lower wooden frame of the window. Usually flat and broad will be there. So in your home you can see near the windows little place will be there, no? On that window sill. A snail. Snail means in Kannada we can say basavana hulu. So that snail came inside the home on the window sill. Who will see it? The 5-year-old boy will see it. Into your room. After a night of rain, when it came inside, whole night it was raining. After that it came inside. Means that boy will see it on the windowsill on that night. You call me in to see. Who is saying this? Mother is saying this. So that boy will call his mother to see it. And I explain. So after seeing that, mother will explain that it would be unkind to leave it there. Mother is saying to his small boy that to leave the snail there only on the windowsill, it will be unkind. Understood? Because they are not good kind, or it will be unkind and it might crawl on the floor and we must take care. So slowly it can come down from the windowsill, it can crawl down without knowing what someone if we step upon that means it will be squash. Squash andre ತುಳಿಯೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಜಜ್ಜಿ ಹೋಗೋದು, squash. So what happened? We must take care that no one squashes it when it come down. If someone will keep the leg, it will squash. So it should be not happen here. So mother is saying for the 5-year-old boy to take care of the snail. And you understand? And carry it outside with careful hand to eat a daffodil. So mother is suggesting the boy to take that snail in the hand and to leave it in the outside to eat the daffodil. Daffodil means what? Means it is a flower. which especially it will bloom in the spring season. So that daffodil is a food for the snail. So mother is saying to take that snail in hand carefully and to live outside to eat the daffodil. Understood, children? This is the first para. Now I explain the second para. So in first para what happened? One rainy night there was a snail on windowsill. Child calls the mother and shows her the snail sneaking. Mother negates the child from hurting it and passes it on to a daffodil flower to feed him. When mother enters the room, she says kid that fellow creatures should not be hurted or harmed, and they should be left to live to full of liberty and freedom they have. So she says, no hurting of the snail, you should take it on your hand and land it over a daffodil flower to feed on. Usually the snails eat the flower, and so she is explaining why gentleness is molded by words and is what the mother thinks. Mother now thinks that only by saying no one can develop a good behavior in their children. She thinks that if I should not harm any creature, child will learn it only through by words. And there is a turn in this poem now. Let me see what turn is going to happen in the second para now. Second para is, I see then that a kind of faith prevails. Your gentleness is molded still by words. And from me, who have trapped mice and shot wild birds, and from me, who drowned your kittens, and who betrayed your closest relatives, and who pervade the hardest kind of truth to many another. And but that is how things are. I am your mother, and we are kind to snails. So this is the second para. So what is going to happen in the second para? Then what happened? Then she will self-introspects things of trapping mice and shooting birds, drowning the kittens kind of acts. When she was a child, she did all mischievous things, isn't it? All of us will do such a mischievous things in our childhood. Means like trapping the mice and shooting the wild birds and drowned your kittens. Kitten means your small cats, means small ones of the cats. Drowning means putting into the water. So this all mischievous things she also did in her childhood. So she is remembering that, and she had trapped the mice, she shot the wild birds and also drowned, or dipping or putting the kittens into the water. And poem ends on a sarcastic note, not only harming animals, she also remembers betraying relatives by spreading words across them. So one or the other time we also do the same mistake. So one close relative will say something thing not to spread for anyone, but what we'll do, suddenly we'll start spreading it by saying to one another. And we speak many things right, but we don't do everything in the same right way. So only for speaking it will be there, not in acting or not in doing the right way. So what we speak and what we do, so just observe the last lines of the poem. Where does it say, that is how things are, I am your mother and we are kind to snails. So here the mother will explain, means she is taking place of a mother is different and difficult, and we are kind to snails. So she is trying to teach the kid that to be kind to the snail, and whereas she did not do all that. And so this is how we understand the poem in the two parts. In the first part, teaching the kid, and in the second part, the introspect herself. Introspect means seeing ourselves or Atmavalokana, how we are inside. So seeing that. In the second para, we will come to know about that. Understood the poem? Now I will read the summary of the poem. The present poem tells us about the double dealing nature of the elders, isn't it? And the difference between what we preach and what we really practice. What is the double here? What we preach and what we practice. For saying something will be there, what the practice we will do, it will be different. And in this poem, a mother is speaking to her child. A child calls his mother and shows her a snail creeping into his room. The mother tells the child that it's unkind to leave the snail there and let someone should squash it. And so the child carries the snail outside and leaves it near the daffodil. Later, the mother realizes how cunning the elders are. Usually, one's gentleness is molded by words and by action. We trap mice and shoot birds for our enjoyment. But here the mother shows great kindness to a snail as if she were kindness personified. The mother feels guilty of her actions while saying to his child, she feels, in the second para we'll come to know that she is feeling guiltiness. And this poem is a satire against the belief that we can mold our children rather by words than by imitation of what actually we do. And there is a humorous saying, do what I say and not what I do. So this was the summary of the poem. Copy it in your notes. I think you have understood the poem. Go on studying. Thank you.